Today is a good day because we're gonna play some John Mayer. That has to be the best combination, right? John Mayer on guitar, Pino Palladino on bass, and Steve Jordan, brilliant drummer, on the drums. Talk about a power trio. Anyway, the song is called Try, and it has a killer intro, which basically revolves around this one riff. But then he adds what I call the Hendrix technique, which basically means you press down the note you want, while also muting the nearest strings. So you can attack the note very aggressively. And that just creates a fatter tone, so then you have quite a big difference, isn't it? So first you learn the basic notes, and then But then, there's also something else that John Mayer is doing. Let's have a close listen. If you listen very closely, you can hear he's adding a percussive element to it. And that goes on top of everything else that he's doing, so that makes... And that's really important. If you don't do that and you just merely play the Hendrix technique, there's something missing. It really is important. You can tell how critical that is. You know, if it's about John Mayer, I just love to see him with Pino Palladino and Steve Jordan on drums. I mean, it doesn't get any better. I recently watched the movie The Blues Brothers again for the zillionth time, right? And those drum parts are done by Steve Jordan when he was 18 years old or something. Impeccable drumming. He's a phenomenal musician. Anyway, here in the second part of the intro, we have John Mayer playing a couple of chords. And then in between those chords, you want to play the same licks from the beginning, and that makes... Sounds so great. Let's play a little bit slower so you can see what I do. First the notes. Hendrix technique. At the rhythm. So lots of stuff going on there, and especially important not to overthink what you're doing, because if you start to think about every little single individual note and adding the strum, how does it all work? Then it just gets way too complicated. What you want to do is practice that basic riff over and over and over again until you can play it without thinking much about it. There is such a thing as muscle memory. Let it work for you, and then you add the rhythm. Playing the guitar is a very zen-like thing to do. The more you think about it, the less effective you're gonna be.
Takes more than to get to like me, but you don't wanna leave. But the part that really gets me, but all the moments in between.
In this part here we have John Mayer playing the verse. It has the same chords, but he doesn't play as outrageously. We have more accents and a bit softer guitar playing. very simple and very effective. And obviously he doesn't go all out in the verse because he also needs to sing the vocals here, of course.
Now I gotta get a little, but not that every little thing. She's high on information, but now I know I'm self-esteem. So I'm gonna gonna try to make myself know myself, but wonder why I'm gonna.
So what's cool here is in the chorus, normally you would expect the guitarist to play the chords a bit simpler like this. Pretty basic chords and not very interesting if you play it like that. But the way John Mayer plays it is... a bit more interesting when you play it like that. A bit more exciting, right? Now, those are the three main parts of the entire song. The intro, the verse, and the chorus. Let's see if we can play the main parts of the song. Intro, verse, and chorus. Tabs are available on my Patreon site, as well as the backing track. Grab your guitar. Here we go.